Yesterday I was watching the Jesy Nelson documentary about online bullying, but I thought I just have to film it because it got me a bit annoyed. It annoys me so much that how people can be so horrible, and then she wanted to kill herself. Just don't say stuff to people. Welcome back to my channel, and then welcome if you're new. If you don't know me, my name is Ivett. I mainly make fitness related videos, but today's video is a little bit different. So yesterday I was watching the new documentary of Jesy Nelson, and I was planning to make a video about bullying, and I watched that last night. It just annoyed me and upset me so much that it just reminded me of a lot of things what happened to me when I was younger. I just thought this is literally the best time to make this video. It's still really fresh in my mind, and all sorts of emotions went through my mind when I watched it. So yeah, so today's video is not a reaction because I don't want to. Wouldn't be a reaction if I watch it now and then show you my reactions, because I already seen it, so it wouldn't be authentic. So I thought I just tell you my opinion about the documentary and online bullying and bullying in general. The documentary is amazing, so it's a really good one. If you haven't watched it, make sure that you do. She's just explaining her story about online bullying. If you're not sure who she is, she's a girl who got put together in a little girl group called Little Mix in X Factor. I think it was in 2011, and then she was apparently the fat one. I don't see. It just pisses me off so much. I really kind of relate to that because I'm not the skinniest woman in the world. Like, I've got curves. You know, I work as a personal trainer, and I used to work at a gym where I constantly felt anxious and depressed and everything, because I constantly felt the pressure that I have to be in a certain way, I have to lift in a certain amount. And to be honest, all this thing in my mind came from bullying as well, which I'm going to explain to you later, so if you're interested then keep on watching to the end. It was said to her that she's the fat and ugly one in the group, and I think she was literally the most healthy looking and the prettiest in the whole group. If you are that body type, or if somehow ever she's gonna watch this video, then I just want people to know that that's normal. That's how, probably, if you look at all the women in the world, probably 70% of women look like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're not overweight, you're not fat. This is how female body should be. She was literally starving herself for a week just to look better. She said in a documentary that she realized that doesn't matter what she does, people are gonna say stuff, and it's really true. The reason I'm doing YouTube is because I want to prove to myself that I don't care what people say. In my mind, I always been afraid of what people are gonna say about me, and then what if they're gonna judge, what if they're gonna laugh at me, and I don't care, like, whatever. Like, now I got to the point, I'm 31, and I had my YouTube channel for years. If you can go back to my account, and I think it's 2013 when I joined, and it's 2019 now, and I just started making videos about a month or a month and a half. It annoys me so much that how people can be so horrible, and then she wanted to kill herself. Please, when you say stuff to people, make sure that you think about this, because you can kill someone or you can ruin someone's life forever. And it goes for girls and boys. Like, please stop saying to guys that they have chicken legs because they only train in upper body, because that can stay in a man's head forever, and they're killing themselves by training or whatever they're doing. Or they just feel down all the time because you told it jokingly that, oh yeah, you got chicken legs. Or like, stop saying to women that they have a big ass, because how do you know? Obviously it's in fashion now that people have a curve, but how do you know that doesn't affect a woman? Because women not gonna hear, oh, you have a big ass, in a way how you mean it maybe, and then they're gonna think like, oh yeah, I'm fat, because you don't know their background, you don't know what happened to them and things like that. So just make sure, and I'm getting very, very upset, that just don't say stuff to people. Okay, so I got being a bit wind up. Yeah, so the whole point is that just don't say stuff to people. So I just want people to know that people are always gonna have something to say. It doesn't matter if you're beautiful, then they're gonna say something about your personality, or they're just gonna say it because they're jealous of how you look like, or there's something in your life they're jealous of. Like, what I think she got told all these things is because people were jealous of her success, because she just won the bloody X Factor. She got put in this group, like it's a lot of like people's dream, and that was the easiest thing to say, and ugly and fat gonna get to any women. So that's just an easy way to bully her, and then she was the one they just unfortunately got to destroy. My and I'm gonna probably get upset again. My situation was like when I was I don't even remember how old. I had two things like being said to me. First one was this was when I was a bit older. If you don't know me, I started dancing at 10 years old. And so I literally at the time was actually a skinny girl. Like I wasn't, or like slimmer than right now. It's like, and I don't think I'm overweight now either. So basically I always been dancing, and I had this thing in my head that I want to become a dance teacher or a dancer, like a professional dancer. So I applied for a school, which is a ballet, more like a ballet school in Hungary. I'm from Hungary. We went to this audition, so like you had to go through certain things to be able to get the spot in the school. So I like you had to, obviously it's like a little interview, and then horrible. We had to stand on a stage next to each other, and then you had to face them, then you had to face away, so your profile, then you had to turn back, then the other side, and then they were looking at you like a pig in a market to make sure that you look okay, or you have the shape what a dancer is supposed to have. It was horrible, and after you had to do a choreography which you took with you, so like an own dance track or whatever. And so I done my dancing and everything, and then in the end they tell you like a couple of, I think like an hour later or something, that they tell you if you got the spot or not. And I didn't. And then what they told me is that because I don't look like a ballet dancer should be, so basically since then, because I had curves then as well, so I had my breast, and I don't have like the smallest breast ever. I have waist, and then I have my bum, and obviously my legs are quite strong because I always dance. At the time I think I was around 18, so I grew up dancing, so my legs got really strong. And yeah, so I didn't get the spot because I was too curvy to be a ballet dancer, which now I get it, because I, to be honest, would look really funny in like the tutu and all the ballet dancer stuff. But yeah, I was so like down, I was literally crying all the time because that was my dream, and then someone just crushed it, and then basically they told me that I'm too fat, and it stayed with me until now. And yeah, and then now the funny thing is that so many people in the gym would love to have my legs, because it's like they say how strong it is, and they work for it so much to be able to get that, and that I don't need to actually work for it because I naturally have it, because I grew up doing some sort of sport or like dancing forever kind of thing. So it turned out that people actually want my legs, and then there they told me that I'm fat, and then literally I now don't hear when people say you got nice legs, you got nice. All I see is like I've got two super short legs. I'm 5'1", so I'm really short, and all I see is huge legs and a tiny body, and people literally like want to have my shape. Just because someone says one thing to you, that doesn't mean that is something wrong with you, you know? Oh, so hard. I'm really not good at not crying, because I'm literally like, I'm a really strong person, but as soon as I have to talk about emotions, like that's it, I'm gone. Okay, I had to stop and calm myself down. Yeah, the second one is even more upsetting for me, because it's just such a horrible thing. Basically, as you can see, I got dark hair. So when I was small, like seriously, I'm not gonna say smaller because people always laugh at me because I'm still small, but when I was younger, so this is something I never really said out loud to people. I think maybe to my fiance I told like before, but I haven't really said to anyone. Why can I not speak? It's so annoying. Oh, why do I get upset? Every single thing! So basically I got dark hair, which means I'm gonna have dark hair everywhere. So when I was younger, so I had tiny little hairs on my arm, which everyone with a darker hair are gonna have. But because I have all these blonde little girls, so Hungary is very mixed in terms of like hair color, and as you can see, I've got really tan skin and a dark hair. Basically, so I had these little hairs in my arm, and then I used to get bullied because of that. There was nothing wrong with me. Like, every woman has a bit of hair on their arm, but even if they're blonde, they do. But obviously, because I had a dark hair, it showed a bit more. I just feel like now I cannot stand any hair on me because because of this thing. And if I say, for example, my legs, my hair start to grow back, like I have to straight away get rid of it, because I don't want people to see, because I think people are going to judge me because I have a little hair on my leg. It's just ridiculous, because everyone bloody has hair everywhere. Like, people have hair on their legs and arms, like that's just normal, and armpit and things like that. And then I cannot stand the whole thing, because I'm just constantly like, literally that's a fear of mine, that people are gonna say that I've got hair on myself, and it's because of kids at school. And I haven't got emotional, oh my god. Well done for me. I just want you guys to know that everyone, a lot of times people going through some sort of bullying. Just stay strong, and you just need to remember this, what people always say, and it sounds a bit, you know, old and whatever. It's nothing wrong with you, something wrong with those people. So those people are either very low in self-esteem, or they're very jealous of you, something you have. People horrible. And I was talking to someone yesterday on Facebook, and he was saying that he doesn't understand how can people do this to someone about the documentary. And I just said, because we are nice people, we don't understand, because we don't know how someone can do that to someone. It's because you have to be an evil person to understand this. Like, there is no bloody reason why I would say to someone that you look disgusting, you look ugly. I just feel bad about that. Just please make sure that you're not being hard on yourself. And most of the time, what we kind of doing wrong is that we don't stick up for ourselves. And I know it's really hard especially when you're younger, and then say several people bullying you or anything like that. But normally people do that because they think you are not strong enough, that you are a weak one, and they have to go on you. And this doesn't mean that you are a weak one. You can just be a nice person, and they take niceness as a weakness. You have to just tell them to fuck off, because you have to love yourself. At least you love yourself, because there's nothing seriously wrong with you. Just stay strong. That I just want everyone to know that one day it's gonna end, and it's gonna make you feel so much stronger than you are right now. And there is always a reason for something, so there is maybe something you need to learn from it. So yeah, I think that's all. I hope you're not getting bullied. If you are, just you'll know that you're not alone. If you're new, please make sure that you subscribe. Tell me your opinion about this down below. Give me a like, share it if you like, and then I'll probably see you in the next video. Bye guys, thank you for watching.